2018 was a record year for Immigration and Customs Enforcement. They report an increase in arrests and removals from the country.
Channel 5's Valerie Gonzalez shares some of the effects felt right here in the Valley.
Well, almost across every metric they track, ICE is reporting an increase in 2018. Immigrant communities confirm they've seen it here in the Valley.
158,581 arrests were reported in fiscal year 2018 by ICE. It reflects an increase of 10.5% from last year. Marta Sanchez with Lupe warns against interpreting these numbers as statistics.
I see the majority of people who are being in this study. I mean, they're just numbers, but they're actually human beings.
ICE is tasked with removing all who are in the country illegally. Of all the charges of the arrested, about 13% were for crimes against people like assault or sex offenses. The most common charge was for a DUI. That was 15% of all the charges. There was a time when ICE did not prioritize removing those without criminal histories. That changed with a presidential order under the current administration. Since then, there's an increase in the arrests of people with clean records but with immigration violations. That nearly doubled in 2 years, up to 20,464 in 2018. They'll have violations for failure to appear before an immigration judge or have pending orders of removal. For them, it started with entering the country illegally. Sanchez says their reasons can be compelling.
A lot of times the only thing that they have is re-entry the country, and the reality is that I ask them, why did you came back? He said, my family is here. Who's going to take care of my family?
The report also states that more of their arrests this year were carried out at large, meaning out in the community as opposed to custodial settings like a prison or jail. The increased visibility has some families experiencing stress, like a mother of 2 sons who walked into Lupe today. Her younger son was growing concerned in case of her deportation.
Who's going to take care of my brother who's blind, deaf, and he can't speak? And so she was telling me that she had to look for help.
The mother checked in her son to receive help from mental health professionals. ICE reports the increase in their arrests runs parallel to an increase in the number of.
That was an increase in the number of indictments and convictions secured through their removals. The removals went up alongside arrests. They removed 13% more people this year compared to last year. More of them were had clean records, but with immigration violations. For the full report, you can head over to this story on our website after the newscast. In the studio, Valerie Gonzalez, Channel 5 News at 6.